Okay guys, so your homework this week, like I said, is going to be to plant something. So I have in front of me all different vegetables that have seeds. So we're going to look at all of the seeds. I'm going to show you how to find them, how to clean them, how to dry them, and then I'm going to show you how to plant them. Now, if you look here in front of me, I have all these vegetables. Now, the best vegetables to take are old vegetables. You don't want to take baby vegetables because the seeds are not ready yet. So I have here, you can see, I don't know if you know what this is, but actually it's an eggplant, an aubergine, okay? Now, this aubergine is old, that's why it's yellow. So I'm not going to eat this because it's too old, but it's perfect for taking the seeds because it means the seeds are old, okay? I have a cucumber here also. You can see that the cucumber is also a little bit old, but that's perfect. I have a chili. I even have an old onion, a red onion that you can find in your kitchen. I have a tomato. I have a green bean that's also like the aubergine. It's old, it's very dry actually, okay? But that's perfect because you want the seeds to be ready. And here I have an old piece of corn. You can see it's very old and it's all dried out, but I'm going to show you because I'm sure you don't know where the seeds are on a piece of corn, okay? I also have a glass of water here that's going to help me wash the seeds. I have a spoon, I might need a spoon, and a knife. Now, I don't want you guys to cut anything all alone, so you're going to have to do this with somebody older, maybe your mommy, your daddy, your nanny, or your brother and sister. I also prepared here a pot, okay? A pot that I have with dirt inside. Now, for the pot, if you don't have a pot, a flower pot like this, you can make one at home, okay? So here I have taken a pot and I have prepared it. Now, in the bottom of the pot, I hope you can see, I've made little holes. Now, why is it important to make holes in the pot? It's because when you water the plant, if you put too much water, it can kill the seed or the plant. So the little holes, if I put too much water, the water will come out the bottom, okay? Because a baby plant is like a baby person. If you throw it in the pool, if there's too much water, it can hurt the plant, okay? It can really hurt it. So today I'm not going to use this little pot, but what I like about this pot is I can see through it. It means that when the roots grow, I will see all the roots, okay? But for today I'm going to use this pot, this little flower pot, to show you, okay? So we're going to look at each vegetable one by one. I'm going to cut them open and I'm going to show you the seeds, okay? Now the first one here is the corn. Do you know where the seeds are on corn like this? Actually, each little kernel of corn here is a seed. So if I take them off, I rip them off like this, you can see that I have in my hand all of these seeds. So each one of these will make a new plant. Now you can use old dry corn like this, or you can use fresh corn. It will also work the same, okay? All right, so next we have a green bean. So if I open up the green bean, if I crack it open, you'll see that inside the green bean, we have black seeds. If I take a green bean that's green, it's still very young, it's not old like this, the seeds will not work. They will be green and they will not grow a plant. So if you take a green bean, you're going to have to take an old one, and the seeds look like this, okay? I also have a tomato here. Now the tomato, I'm going to cut it open so we can see inside. Now you see when there's a tomato in here, I don't want to plant the whole tomato, I want to find the seeds. Now inside here, Now this is a small tomato, so I don't see many seeds. So if you take a bigger tomato, it will be better. So there are little seeds in here. They're too small to plant, but I have other seeds to prepare. So if you want to wash the seeds of the tomato, you put them in the glass of water, you mix it, and then this will wash the seeds. Now for a tomato, when you wash the seeds, after you have to take them out and you have to dry them in the sun for maybe 1 day. Okay? So that's important. The next one is the green onion. Now, if you want to plant a green onion, like in the video the other day, you're going to have to put it in a glass of water where there's just a little bit of water. Not like this. This is too much water. Just a little bit of water so the bottom is touching the water. So the first thing you will see are the roots will come out. And once the roots come out, then you can plant it in your pot. Okay? Next, I have a chili. So I'm going to cut open the chili so we can see the seeds. Now, if you're cutting chili, you have to be very careful not to touch your eyes because it's very spicy. So if you look here, inside, if I take out the seeds, there are many seeds inside the chili. I hope you can see. There are little white seeds, okay? So these, you can dry them for a day and then plant them. Or if you plant them just like this, I think it'll work also. The next one is the cucumber. So the cucumber is like the tomato. It means you have to wash the seeds out because they're stuck inside. So now, the inside is very old, but that's okay. It means the seeds will be very good, okay? So I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to scoop out. I don't know if you can see the little seeds inside. So if you decide to take a cucumber, you have to put them in the water, you mix them, and when you mix them, the seeds will come out. So I'll try to get one seed here. Oh, it's tricky. I got one. Okay, so you can see I have one seed in my spoon. Now this, you let it dry 1 day, and then you can plant it, okay? The aubergine, the eggplant. So I'm going to cut it open and we're going to see the seeds. These, you can see them very well. They've changed color, they're a bit brown. It means they're ready to plant, okay? So this is the same. You take your spoon, you scrape them out like this. If you want to wash them in water, you can. Okay, you can wash them in water. The seeds will fall off. Or you can just dry them like this. Okay? So for today, what I'm going to plant is I'm going to plant some tomato seeds. So I'll take my little pot. Now inside I already put the dirt. If you don't want to go buy dirt at the store, you can go to your garden and you can take a little bit of dirt. Now, this is a small pot. I don't want you to take a giant pot because it will be too big. A baby plant needs a baby pot, okay? Now later, when the plant is already a bit big, then you can move it into your garden or you can move it into a big pot. But for now, we're going to use a small pot, okay? So, I have some seeds prepared here. I'll just take some of these seeds. So I have these tomato seeds. I washed them already. I dried them in the sun. And now they're ready to plant, okay? So I have 3 seeds on my finger here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a little hole with your finger or with a spoon or something like that. Now be careful you don't make a hole that goes all the way down. You want the hole just to be a little bit deep, okay? Why? Because the baby plant, if you put it all the way down here, the baby plant has to grow up and up and up and up and up, and it cannot. So if we put it just a little bit under the ground, then it will be perfect. The plant just has to come up a little bit, okay? So I've made my hole. I'm going to take my seeds and I place them inside the pot. I hope you can see. Now, once they're already in, I just cover the hole a little bit, not a lot. I don't push down on the seeds. I don't push because then the seed it will be very difficult for the plant to grow up, okay? I just cover it very lightly, just a little bit, and bingo bango, I'm finished. That's all. Now, how do you take care of your seed, your plant, once it's already planted? Well, remember that a seed needs sun, it needs water, okay, and it needs dirt. We already have the dirt. So it means you have to put your seed in a sunny place. Now, it's a baby, so you don't want to put it in the sun where the sun is so hot all day long because it will be too hot, okay? You want it to get a little bit of sun during the day. Later, when it's big, then it can go in the sun all day long and it will be very happy, okay? Now, when you water your plant, be careful. Don't water it too much. Remember, it's just a little baby plant. It doesn't want to drink so much water, okay? So when you water it, water enough so everything is wet. Leave it in the sun so it will dry a little bit. And then the next day, you can give it a little bit of water, okay? Every day, give it just a little bit of water, okay? When your plant is already big, then you can give it more water because a big plant drinks more. A baby plant drinks a little bit, okay? All right, so on Friday, you're going to show us what you planted. There will be no plant because a plant takes many days. Remember Peppa Pig's video? It takes many days for the plant to start growing. If you take a tree like an apple or an orange, it can take a long time. It can take almost 2 weeks before the seed will come out because a tree grows slower than a small plant. Okay? All right. So on Friday, you're going to show us your pot. You're going to say, did you make your pot by yourself or did you buy it? Did you have it at home already? You're going to tell us what fruit you took it from or what vegetable you took it from. You're going to tell us where you found the dirt. Okay? And you're going to tell us also maybe if you can see it growing a little bit. But I think by Friday it won't have grown. It will not have grown just yet. All right? Now your French teachers, you're also going to do this project with your French teachers. They sent you seeds already in your school bag. And I think they're going to ask you to prepare 4 pots. Now, these 3 pots will be for your French teachers. It means that 1 pot will be for me. Now, I don't want you to take the seeds from the bag that your teachers gave you. That's cheating. I want you to try and find a vegetable or a fruit to take out the seeds. Okay? So if you really don't know what to do, you can always take an apple. It's very easy to find the seeds in an apple. An orange, tomatoes. Everybody has tomatoes, okay? If you really don't know also, you can take an onion. An onion is very easy to do. You can take whatever you want, all right? I hope you have fun with this homework, and we'll see what you've planted on Friday. Okay, take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.